It's not easy being an artist. It's not easy to get a studio. It's not easy to make work. You know, it's very scary to make this artwork that you're not sure if people are going to appreciate or accept. To truly focus on what you're doing as an artist or as a creative person is you need a space. You know, and in this space, it's kind of everything else exists outside of here. But inside here is where I can make things, I can create things. This space was definitely affordable for me, and it was also close by. I live here in Rock Hill, so being able to shoot over here when I have an idea in the middle of, you know, the day, I can do it. You know, whenever I need to come into this space, I'm able to. The project's called Spin, Span, Spun, which really began from me just truly kind of letting go and trying to find a way to make art. One of the parts of the process that I love is this piece of artwork right here that's actually moving, and it only exists as it's spinning. And then after it spins, it becomes something different. And when it stops, it becomes something different. And something in between is kind of what I'm interested in trying to capture. You know, one thing I love about these pieces is that when we make, you know, art and design, we think, you know, here's the bottom, you know, and here's the top and the sides. You know, how does this function as a piece? But what happens if, you know, it functions every way? You know, does this have to be up and this have to be down? My thought was, well, what if I photograph artwork, but the artwork's moving as I photograph it? It's just creating something that it's impossible to recreate. And so from here, I now have it digitally. So I have these physical drawings that have then been manipulated different ways. Now they're digital files. And so from these digital files, it can then become whatever I want it to be. You know, my thought is, you know, what if this was, you know, a 20-foot projection in a studio or in a gallery? To me, that would be pretty mesmerizing to walk in and to see that, you know, and that's what I hope that I can do with some of these pieces. One thing was about keeping your eye on the backwards clock. So it was like, if you only had 1 year, or if you knew you only had 1 year or 10 years to live, how would you spend the rest of your life? You know, so I think about that every day when I'm making art. You know, it's like, this is the way I want to be living my life.